Welcome to Open Whispers channel. When the secret whispers of a people turns louder and louder and louder, it becomes open whispers. The tyrant knows that his time is up. When the secret whisper of a people becomes louder and louder and louder, it becomes open whispers. Then the servant takes out his heart and speaks boldly to the king. The king knows that his time is up. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, make sure you leave your comments in the comment section. Thank you, and let's roll. Bernard Shaw said that a good soldier is the one who carries chocolate instead of a bullet. Simply put, when you give an option of war and peace, always be on the side of peace. Because it's not just enough for you to say you've won a battle. Keep in mind that victory is different from success. You can be victorious without being successful, especially in war. America was victorious when they went into Iraq, but they were never successful. They went to Afghanistan, they were victorious, but the debacle that followed also shows that they were not successful. War is despicable and should be condemned by any sane human being. You can go back to history. If you go to Nigeria and you talk about the Nigerian Civil War that took place and lasted for almost 3 years, it has been won, it has been lost, but the after effects of that civil war has lingered and hampered Nigeria from development up to date. You may think that you are holding a particular section of the country down, but like Bill Clinton was said, that when you shut out a section of a country, that you are running a risk of shutting down everybody because you may be losing your best hands. Now, let us see the Nigerian Civil War, or what is called the Biafra War, through the eye of this war going on in Ukraine today. Putin has declared war and invaded Ukraine without even the people knowing the reason he's doing that. Mind you, these are people that are all interwoven in marriage, religion, and social cultural habits. He, without even consulting them, as you can see that some of them are already protesting, he went and invaded Ukraine. At the end of the day, though that the people of Ukraine are fighting back, but we all know that it's only a question of when, not how, that Ukraine will fall. But what happens after then? When through recklessness, greed, leaders take countries to war. Today, you are hearing or seeing even visually that civilians are being targeted despite deniers. Civilians are being killed in numbers, just like the Nigerian Civil War. More than 2 million people died, civilians, out of starvation. The only difference today of what is going on in Ukraine and the Biafran War was that then the world seemed to turn their back on the poor people that were dying in the southeast. Why those havoc happened. Today, the world has united against Russia and for the people of Ukraine. because they know this war is avoidable. Just like the war that took place in Nigeria between the Nigerian forces and the Biafran soldiers. That war was reckless and would have been avoided if only the leaders took the interest of the people at heart. But you can win a battle without being successful. So, Russia will conquer Ukraine. Okay? After that, what next? Russia will be plagued morally forever and ever. Putin will die a civilian. He is trying to reestablish the old Soviet Union. Madness, greed. After that, what happens? Nigeria's civil war was fought and lost. Won and lost. But what is the after effect? Has Nigeria progressed? Nigeria has taken a million steps backwards, and they have not sat down to check what is hindering the greatest African country from progressing. They have a moral burden. The 2 million people that died during the Nigerian Civil War will haunt Nigeria forever and ever unless they come together and realize that the only healing process is to have a true nationalistic leader that will not discriminate against a people, that will not discriminate against religion, tribe. The only true nationalistic leader Nigeria can boast to have had, if you, in the actual sense of it, you can say Obasanjo. I stand to be corrected. Because during the reign of Obasanjo, he was the person that brought all tribes together and tried to heal the wound of the Civil War. One can say Shagari, yes. But as Nigeria goes into 2023 general election, you see the same reckless leaders, the way they talk, out of selfish interest. Nobody is interested where the zoning, where the presidency will be zoned. All everybody is asking for is equality. Let us all come together and belong. When you listen to people like the former Vice President of Nigeria, Atiku Abubakar, speak, you see selfishness, you see greed. And that is why People Democratic Party is becoming irritating to not just Nigerians, to any sane mind. Here are people who, through their constitution, said that the presidency or offices will rotate among the citizens of the country. Here is also a man who has benefited from that. Now, when it's time for you to sacrifice your ambition and selfishness, why don't you even say, let it be that it doesn't happen. Oh, these people, I know you are entitled to this. Or not really entitlement, that this is what is in our constitution. You can have a shot at it, but please, can I try one more time? That is humility in action. But here you are arguing of capacity. Who does not have capacity? There is a champion in every human being. There is a champion in every tribe. And this is why, if care is not taken, APC in Nigeria will retain power again. Because they have been smart. But the arrogance when you listen to Atiku Abubakar when he said he will always take the PDP ticket. Recklessness of leaders. This is why countries go to war. The after effect is what anybody cannot handle. You can wrestle somebody to the ground. You may win that person. But when you cannot celebrate the win, you know there's a moral burden. Nigeria needs to come back on the table and know why things are not working out the way they are supposed to work out. The after effect of war is what nobody can handle. And somebody needs to tell the Soviet tyrant that there is a moral burden that comes after every war. This is Open Whispers. Thank you. Thanks for being with us in the arena. Like the famous American writer will always say, be well, do good work, and please do keep in touch. Until we meet again in the arena, is Chris Diggers in Open Whispers. Thank you, and God bless.